Credit to Clemson. Played a great game. It was a heck of a college football game. 5 minutes to go, we were right there to have a chance, and just let it slip away from us. And give them credit; they made the plays they had to do to win the game. It was a great atmosphere. Our kids we're learning, that's for sure. Hope we can continue to grow from this. But they competed very hard, played very hard, made a heck of a run to come back and have a chance to be in it. And then again, just got to relax and make the play when we have to. But we had some opportunities in the game earlier to different things, whether it was offense, defense, special teams. We just can't seem to make that play when we need to make it, whether it was pick up a fumble, drop a post, overthrow a couple balls. We had big plays, and got to relax and make those plays. But the heart, the soul, the drive is in those kids. We just got to keep get them to make it at the right time. But again, Clemson did a nice job in the game. They got a very good football team, obviously the way they're playing. And, we got to learn to make those plays in that game to give us a chance to be successful, especially on the road in a great environment here at Clemson. But we'll keep fighting. We've got 3 more games. We're going to play our tails off for 3 more weeks and finish this season out the right way. Questions?
JImbo, what do you tell your team after a loss like this?
Same thing. Keep fighting. Line up. Understand what you did wrong, why you did it wrong. You had opportunities. Point them out. And go believe in those kids and coach them up again and put them right back out there and go to play. And just make the adjustments and see where they're at.
JImbo, there aren't moral victories in a place like Florida State, but standing toe-to-toe with them, being in a game, being at the midfield down by 3 against number 14 in the country, does that show you what kind of talent, what kind of fight?
We got a team. I told you, we have a team that'll fight, compete, and play hard. We just got to learn to play better. I mean, if we pick up a fumble and the thing, it may have been a 90-yard touchdown. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you get it. You have 2 overthrows on 2 balls that, in the second half that are there. We have a drop post in the first half. We have then at the end, we just make a mistake and, got to throw the ball where it should be outside with it. But there's no – I mean, it is. We know that. We know the things you said, Corey, but we just got to learn to understand sometimes you want things so bad and you want to turn it so bad for the people and the fans and the right reasons, not just to have success, that you try too hard at times and it's like you get in your own way. And you got to go back, and the old adage, be quick but don't hurry. But that comes with confidence. That comes when you play well and you're used to making those plays and guys are being there, and you got to get that – just, okay, I got it, and then be able to just do it. And one day it'll click, and they'll look around and say, what the heck was so hard? But you got to fight through this time right now and the adversity they're going through.
JImbo, the first half was a credit to their defense, or were you guys not executing?
Well, we didn't execute. They controlled us up front. I mean, their front was good early. We were pinned back in field position. The first drive we weren't. We had a couple of things and missed and didn't get it. And then after that, we were pinned back, and so you got to be careful. But they were laying their ears back and getting there. And then we got used to blocking them and got on things and getting used to the environment, getting used to a couple of times what happened. Guys on the end of the line of scrimmage hadn't been there. Young guys didn't hear the snap count. Didn't hear the clap. Got off a half second late, and their guy beats them. Which happens on the road in loud environment. That's part of it. You got to go through it. And then we got back in the mood and competed in the game. But they're a good football team too.
I'm sure you didn't want to get to a situation where you had to drop James Black as much as you did. Was that just because you couldn't run the ball?
Well, we couldn't, and we were down 3 scores.
Yeah.
And you don't know how many possessions you're going to get. You had some opportunity at first. That's why you need to score a little bit then. But you got back, and then you started having success. We had guys open. That was the thing that we were going to. That was where our bread and butter was and what we were doing. And but you definitely want to be more balanced. But we got in a roll there in the passing game, made some plays, and that's where what was creating the plays for us in those situations. And we liked our matchups. We liked our matchups out there with those guys.
Was the trick play something you guys have always had, or is it something you put in?
No, I've had it for a while. It's the right time to call it, and we've worked on it for a while. We had an arsenal of them at the right time, right place, and different things.
JImbo, did you think James was holding onto the ball too long in the first half?
No. Sometimes he wasn't able to hold it long enough. Them guys coming through untouched are getting through pretty clean. And then get it out. There ain't nothing you can do. Sometimes they rush, and sometimes the other team's good, like I just said.
Brian Burns was involved in a bunch of big plays. He forced a couple fumbles, and he had a fumble.
Coming off the edge, the creativity, the athleticism, he can drop, he can play, because he's really a linebacker that can rush. That's his position and what he does, and you create those scenarios with him. He does a good job.
Did you feel like the defense gave you guys a chance?
Oh, no doubt. Defense played their tails off. We gave up a couple. First, we got 2 penalties on 3rd and longs that hurt us. I don't know. One of them looked like it was. One of them I couldn't tell. In those scenarios, but they got a couple. They got a 3rd down the first drive, but they played their tails off. They played hard and got the turnover at the end, got to one on the goal line down there, and I mean, they played their tails off. Offensively, we did. We knew they were going to be good defensively. I mean, and up front, and there were some matchups with our young guys, and we had to pick and choose, and we thought, you know, we could get in a 24-21 game, something of that nature, we feel comfortable.
I don't know if you watched it as it developed, but did Nyquan slow down on his route at all on that missed 60-yard pass, or were
Didn't look like it.
James just overthrew him a little bit?
Again, I can't, because I'm watching both guys on the sideline time. I have to look at the film and, you know, see whether you can find it or whatever. I mean, it's just, you know, we had our other one, Tate, right there on the 4th and 2 that could have had it. I mean, we just, again, I hate to say it, but you're inches away from making plays, and you gotta find them. I mean, you got to keep scratching and clawing. They're scratching for them. We just got to get them to execute them.
On the interception after you guys got the turnover at midfield, is that just a
mistake? Just a mistake. Mistake. Something, you know, wanting to make a play. I mean, being there again, wanting to make it so bad, and I'll look at it again on film before I make it, you know, everything. But just look like you can't go. If you're going to read it, you got to read inside out. You can never go outside in. But you know, we'll look at the play and see what happens. But thought we had Tate outside one-on-one, but we'll look and see. I mean, that's, you know, I got to do a better job coaching him. That's me. That's I got to get him to play better in those situations. He did a great job tonight. He took some big hits. He played hard, and wanting to win so bad. There's nobody who's more hurt about it than he is. There's no doubt about that. And me for him.
What were you looking to get from Jacques tonight? I mean, you got him out there a little bit, but
well, I mean, we got in a throwing game. He was going to play full go. I mean, it was ready to go. I mean, just the way the game went, we got behind and they got some scores, and we got in the throwing game and started having success. Just the way it went, you know, it was different. I mean, he's ready to play.
Can you talk about the emotion on the sideline in the fourth quarter, especially with all the momentum swing?
Oh, our kids were competing. I mean, they were putting their heart and soul in that game and coming back on the road and had 17-14 with a chance. I mean, those are things that we usually find ways to win and have always done here. We just got to find a way to do it with this group, and you know, we got to find a way to coach them in a different way, or play them in a different way, or call it a different way. I mean, whatever it is, we have to keep soul searching for things. It's not as far away as we seem, but sometimes it is. You got that. Like I say, the top of the mountain is always the hardest to get to. Getting up there to it, and ain't gonna quit. I love those kids. They're gonna play hard. And we're gonna keep coaching them hard.
How much of a testament is it to Clemson and what they built for them to have a year like they're having after losing a guy like Deshaun?
Well, I mean, they got a program. I mean, we had 10 win seasons after we lost Jameis. I mean, we've had 2 of them. I mean, that's what good programs do, and they've got a great program.
JImbo, was this as good as your defense has played since the Alabama game, maybe?
I'd have to look and see. Probably so. I mean, maybe so. I'll look in the film and see. But they played good. They played really well.
Does that say something about them? That, I mean, the number 1 team in the country, then the number 4 team in the country, they really seem to bring their...
Well, I mean, I think they do. I mean, they play hard. There's a lot of pride. They again, they're playing for Florida State and the tradition and the history of this school, and they know it. And all of our kids are on offense, defense, special teams. Thought we punted the ball well. You know, those things. I mean, it was all great. I mean, we just got to find a way to make a play.